Hello and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. Before we get started, please hit the subscribe button. Here are the games coming out the week of August 20th, 2019. The first game on our list is Red. This is coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is teen. The descriptors are fantasy violence, language, and mild blood. This is an action platformer in which players search for post-apocalyptic wasteland for a new energy source. From a pull-back perspective, players battle fantasy enemies and absorb their radiation in order to acquire new abilities. Combat is frantic, with several enemies swarming the player at once. Players can use bats and mutilated arms to shoot projectiles at enemies, causing them to burst into color liquids. A handful of actions cause the player's character to emit small splashes of red blood. Swear words appear in the dialogue. The next game on our list is Yuki Legacy of the Duelist. This is coming out PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The content descriptors are fantasy violence, mild blood, and suggestive themes. This is a strategy game in which players engage in turn-based card battles on a grid-like board. Players take turns selecting cards that represent magical creatures with special attacks. Some cards show characters getting bitten, slashed with blades, or struck by arrows. A handful of cards depict small blood drips or splatters. Some cards contain suggestive material and nudity, a human-like character with their breasts exposed, creatures with exposed buttocks, a character wearing a low tops that expose moderate amounts of cleavage. And the last game on today's list is Oninaki. This is coming out on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is teen. The content are fantasy violence, mild blood, mild language. This is an action role-playing game in which players assume the role of a man tasked with saving the souls of the dead. From the overhead perspective, players explore cities, dungeons, forests, switching between the physical and the spiritual world to battle human enemies, monsters. Players use swords, slice, crossbows, and pistols to defeat enemies in melee combat. Battles are highlighted by screen-shattering effects, impact sounds, and slow-motion camera effects. Blood-like spurts sometimes appear as enemies are hit. Swear words appear in the game. Big shout out to bensound.com for the music. Please follow Parents Guide to Games on Facebook at Parents Guide to Games, on Twitter at ParentsG2G, and email any questions or comments to parentsg2g@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.